Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back, baby. We got a good one for y'all today, man. Today's video is the deadliest caves in the world. Yeah. How you feel about that, C? What you mean?
I'm gonna see what I ain't like I'm gonna ever,
Would you ever like ghost cave exploring of any nature?
I have before.
You want to go to the cave here?
But I wouldn't go like now at this age. Like I used to do a lot back when I was younger. Didn't really have no fear or nothing.
So you want to go to the cave around here? You want to go to the cave around here?
No, I don't have any desire.
I ain't gonna lie. After I heard about dude dying, I was like, for one, I ain't never heard there was a cave around here that people be exploring. And the first time I hear about it is because somebody died. I'm good, love. Y'all enjoy that. Cause it's like
maybe I haven't went to a cave. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm thinking about, but I don't think it was the actual cave.
See, son. Is it this one, the Cumberland Caverns?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the one called the Lost Sea. I have heard about the Lost Sea.
Okay.
I don't want to read this one. Huh?
Because I just wanted to see if it says like where they at. Like what part. But don't worry about it.
Bro, they nice looking though.
It's so pretty.
That's nice looking, y'all. Like, like a lot of people fail to realize it's a lot of like crazy wonders around here in Tennessee that a lot of us who even grow up in Tennessee don't really even know about, which is so crazy, bro. But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
Man, let's check this one out, man. Let's see about the deadliest cave. We just did the mountains, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Okay. And Everest was at the low tier.
It was.
And I was like, dang. Yeah, okay. Maybe...
Let's start with the dangerous and slowly work our way towards the deadliest ones on the list. Number 6, the Death Pit. The Veryovkina cave, also known as the Death Pit, is located in Georgia and is the deepest known cave on the planet, extending 2,000
State or country?
Yeah, I was like, Georgia what?
State or country? I need that. Cause that's a drop. That's a drop. That's a little like, nah.
Probably country.
Yeah.
Looking at the name.
At the name, true. Cause that's kind of similar to the one. What's the name? Rui went to. Mm-hmm. That's similar to the one, and would you go in that one? Why you eating?
What, the one he went to or this?
The one. This one way more open. Like,
I won't go to either, but I just wanted to see.
This one looks way more like I got room. The one he went down was like.
Death Pit is located in Georgia and is the deepest known cave on the planet, extending 2,209 meters. For reference, it could fit around 24 statues of Liberty inside, or for my European audience, 7 Eiffel Towers, and for the rest of the world, 31,680 Big Macs. There has only been one recorded fatality inside of the cave, but don't let that number fool you. This is one of the most dangerous caves on the planet. As you begin your journey, you will be presented with your first challenge, finding it.
No, I'm saying that's what's up as far as only one like fatality, like existence of people knowing. It's not bad.
Since the entrance to the cave is a small 3x4 meter opening in the middle of nowhere. Once you found the entrance, there will be no warm-up, as you will begin by rappelling down a pitch black vertical drop.
What if somebody walking and not paying attention and just... Oh, fuck.
That's not... That would be... Yeah.
Entrance, there will be no warm-up, as you will begin by rappelling down a pitch black vertical drop. But this is just the beginning, as there will be many vertical drops that will continue to take you deeper and deeper into the complex cave system. And as you continue to work your way down, the temperatures will very quickly drop to near freezing, and humidity will skyrocket to 100%, making the limestone walls and floors extremely slippery, adding some much needed comedic relief. But as you work your way from Camp 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally 5, you will have to rappel through freezing waterfalls, squeeze through multiple narrow, twisting tunnels that are barely the size of a human body, and walk through chest-deep, freezing waters. But after 4 days of descending and pure agony, you finally make it to the bottom of the cave, where your guide will take a small sample of dirt, pat you on the back, and instruct you to turn back around, since they got what they came for. Number 5, the deep abyss.
I'll be pissed. I'll be like, motherfucker.
That's crazy.
We came down here all for a simple little piece of dirt. I could have gave you some dirt.
It ain't the same dirt.
It is the same dirt. It's all the earth.
Yes. Krubera Cave is currently the second.
I know about that cave.
That's the one Rui went down. So what's this, number 5?
Yes.
Ain't this the one he went?
It sounds like, I think that's where I know it from.
Yeah.
Deepest cave on Earth, but its true size remains unknown, since no one has ever reached its end. The cave has claimed the lives of a few people throughout the years, with the most recent death taking place in 2020. Your journey will once again begin with a Where's Waldo type of game, since you're looking for a small entrance hiding in the vast mountain region of Georgia. Now, there are no official dimensions online about the size of the entrance, but if we take a look at this picture of Rui Chenet standing in it, and Google Chenet's height...
Is that Chenet? I always say Rui Chenet, because Kai.
Let me see.
Entrance. But if we take a look at...
It's not spelled the same.
That's not how Kai...
And you gotta understand with the, like, the different... The different symbols, like the little, what is it called?
Because Kai Chenet, I would have thought his was Chenet.
But
Rui
with
Chenet is
the, what
Chenet.
are these called? Because
that
that changes the sound.
Chit. It's basically
We like that.
Chenet.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. But I got the first name right.
Good job, babe.
That's all that matters, man. I put some respect on Rui's name, though. But, like, for real, though, what if we just running? Like, you know how we do, you know what I'm saying, as kids growing up, right? We running playing football, right? In the open field. So, but go long. You know, you like running.
Backpedaling, trying to like.
No, you running like this. He throwing it, and you just.
You're not paying attention. You just. Well, that's the thing.
I ain't gonna lie. The way this one is open, they'll hurt.
But that's the thing. I don't think anyone would just be out here playing, you know.
Unless they got a close, like. Yeah. Hopefully they got something around it that's like.
I'm pretty sure they have like mini signs up, something, you know.
I ain't even talking about signs.
Okay.
Put up a barrier.
Okay, a barrier and signs.
Look at this picture of Rui Chenet standing in it, and Google Chenet's height, which is 5'11". We can easily calculate that the entrance is about 1 1/4 Rui Chenets in length. Once you're strapped in, you will begin to rappel into the pitch black cave, connecting from line to line, descending for hours on end. One mistake here could cost you your life, sending you free falling past all of your buddies, and ruining the trip. While rappelling down, you will not only be stressed from the descent, but you'll also be in constant fear of overhead rocks falling on your head, since there are many loose rocks. There are 5 camps throughout the cave, all spread 8 hours apart, taking a total of 5 days down and 5 days up to complete. Along the way, you will encounter very tight squeezes that will take all the muscles in your body to get through, slippery limestone walls and floors, and you'll cross the bodies of explorers who once attempted exactly what you are doing now.
We ain't see no bodies. We saw that video. We ain't see no bodies.
Well, probably not. They probably at the very bottom. Who knows? Did he say that there was any?
All this before you even reach Camp 1. From Camp 1 to Camp 5 will be more of the same. Descending in pure darkness, near freezing temperatures, and fighting off extreme exhaustion. But eventually, you will encounter one of the most dangerous parts of the cave. One of the many siphons. These are underwater tunnels that you must swim through on a single breath. A miscalculation here, or losing the guideline, will easily cost you your life. But after 5 days of descending, if you are one of the lucky few to ever go past Camp 5, you will be greeted.
Sorry, y'all. See, trying to.
You ain't gotta tell all my business. I couldn't even remember how to pronounce it, let alone spell it.
She needs the name of the cave, y'all. Sorry. Do you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Days of descending. If you are one of the lucky few to ever go past Camp 5, you will be greeted with a section called the Two Captain Siphon, which is a complete waste of time, since it's completely OP and remains uncharted territory to this day. Number 4, the Cave of Death. The Cave of Death and the Drowning Trap are the nicknames given to the Gouffre Berger cave in France, one of the deadliest and deepest caves on the planet. Now, at first glance, the cave looks absolutely beautiful, but after turning down the brightness and removing the beauty filter, yeah, just like I thought, it's a complete dump. The cave has a depth of over 1,200 meters and in recent years has claimed the lives of 6 people. Now, thankfully this time around you will begin your journey well rested, waking up at a nearby hotel of your choice, since the cave is conveniently located near a city. Your journey begins with a traditional French breakfast, an order of French toast, French fries, and a croissant. Then it's time to get to work. You will begin by rappelling down a vertical 30-meter descent into the dark cave. But again, this is just the beginning, as the cave will spam vertical descents back to back to back, taking all the fun out of it. But after descending for around 6 hours, you will reach the largest section of the cave, a very long and slowly descending labyrinth. A wrong turn here could easily be your last. Here, you will face some of the most difficult sections, from long wall climbs, crossing lakes, and rappelling down slippery waterfalls. An injury here, you guessed it, will force your friends to put you down. But if you're one of the lucky few who manages to descend around 30 hours, you will have reached the final section of the cave, a section called the Terminal Sumps, a DLC add-on that was discovered in the 1950s, requiring diving gear to access. To this day, this large underwater section hasn't been fully mapped out due to its strong currents, low visibility, and freezing cold temperatures. Number 3, Jacob's Well.
I don't like the cold like that. I like the cold better than I like the hot, but I don't like the cold.
I don't mind the cold, but I don't want to be. I said I ain't got the patience, child. I'm too clumsy to even be trying to.
You ain't trying to go down for 6 hours straight anyway.
Yeah,
you're like, you know what I could be doing with that? That could have been 6 hours of sleep.
I'm too clumsy to be trying to climb and up and down walls.
No, you heard what I just said.
I ain't thinking about you.
And that's what you do. You like, I got that could have been 6 hours of sleep. I could have got some good sleep in 6 hours. You talking about going down straight for 6 hours? Shit.
Imagine maining the most universally hated and worst type of level, water levels. Jacob's Well is a popular swim hole located a few miles away from Austin, Texas. The cave has taken the lives
I know about that.
lives of at least 9 divers in recent years, with some of their bodies remaining inside of the cave to this day. If for some strange reason you chose underwater cave exploring as a hobby, your journey will begin with a vertical descent into the cave. Soon you will realize that the cave is slowly narrowing, leading you to a section called the Restriction, which is a long and confined passage. In fact, it's so tight that divers must mount their air tanks at their sides instead of the usual back position, just to squeeze through. Now, thankfully, we have all done this one once before, so experience should play a factor. The following section is terrifying, since it looks the same in either direction. So if you lose focus or get disoriented, even for a second, you could lose track of which way you came from and where you were going, putting you in a deadly situation where you could believe that you're heading out of the cave, when in fact, you're going deeper into the system. But if you were lucky enough to stay focused and continue in the correct direction, you will eventually reach the next section, the Shallows, a narrow and confined area where you must be careful not to stir up the silt-covered floors, as doing so will instantly cause the water to become extremely murky, reducing visibility to 0, which is the exact thing that has happened to many divers inside the cave, causing them to lose the guideline and eventually run out of air as they were attempting to find their way out. But for the divers that make it to the final and deepest known section called the Unknown, they will have to turn back around if they want to live, since this area has 0 visibility, is extremely narrow, and has a strong underwater current. To this day, no one has ever gone past this point, and Jacob's Well's true depth remains a complete mystery. Number 2, the Mount Everest of cave diving.
So he said the true amount of people who have died still unknown. Because what if all the bodies just floating in there? What if at some point in time we able to really get to the point where we can explore that, and somebody's able to go all the way down there, and now they in that motherfucker, next thing you know, just boom, 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 you can hear all these bodies. Oh shit, get y'all ass around me. That gotta be sad though. I'm just floating. We all float.
That is sad though.
We just bodies just.
Because you asked, you was like, who would want to do that? A lot of people, obviously, people do, are interested, like, or feel like they can make it to whatever point or whatever case may be, and then something happens.
What makes you better than the next one?
That's not the point. Some people are just,
that is
interested.
The point.
Some people are just interested in things or have more experience. Or have more experience and they feel like, okay, let me give it a try.
They ain't making it. Let me give a try at what? Death?
A try at reaching whatever point.
Death? Because that's the only point you get.
I mean, some people make it back out.
What's the percentage of chance?
I have to look that up.
Probably
I don't
5
know.
to 10.
I have to.
You rather play your chance at 100% life by not getting your ass in there, or 5 or 10%? Come on now. If we were supposed to be in water like that, we would have been born with something.
We was was something like what? What you mean?
Saying to be able to breathe underwater. They're not supposed to be. I'm a fish. Like, we ain't that. We're land walkers for a reason. Stay your ass on land.
I mean, well, technically.
They always say curiosity kills the what? And some of y'all be too curious. That's why they can't be killing y'all if you get my drift.
The Mount Everest of cave diving is the nickname given to the Eagle's Nest Cave in Florida, the second deadliest cave on the planet. There have been at least 13 confirmed fatalities here in recent.
See, yes, you do. We didn't did a Mr. Ballin one on his.
Is that the one? Yeah.
The other one was that one. He has talked about this one too.
But I'm saying, man, when he used that sign, I done seen that sign before.
We done seen him plethora of his videos.
So I know about this one.
But I do think that sign is at the bottom of one though.
At the bottom? It don't need to be at the bottom. It need to be where I can see.
It's like as you go down, it's telling you like stop.
Okay.
There's only death beyond this point.
I can't read it if it's at the bottom. But I got you.
Second deadliest cave on the planet. There have been at least 13 confirmed fatalities here in recent years. But from the outside looking in, it actually appears to be a decent swim hole. If it weren't, Florida. Your deadly adventure begins with a vertical descent into the cave.
Wait, hold on. We talking about gators and crocs. Why they ass ain't at the bottom of that motherfucker too?
What you mean?
How they ass went? That's where y'all need to go dump them all. Dump them all up in here. They float all the way to the bottom. They get stuck and die.
But they would die, would they?
I don't know. Can they come back up? I mean, that's their
habitat, right? The water.
But I'm saying if they get too far, can they... the question like Zias and Bilu said.
Let me see how far.
Can fish drown? But can fish drown in water? Can they No. Well, can an alligator drown? But because they come up for air.
But very quickly, you'll encounter your first challenge, a section called the chimney, a tight squeeze where you must be extremely careful not to snag the hoses to your air tanks, causing them to disconnect. Once you pass through, you'll enter the entrance room, a large open area that splits into 2 tunnel systems. But for the sake of the video, you will head towards the deepest and deadliest section of the cave. Here, you will be greeted with this infamous sign, warning you.
That's how far they can swim. Like how far they can swim.
Who?
Maybe I should have did like the deepness. Alligators and crocs. Ain't that what we was talking about?
I said, can they drown? You ain't even
ask. Can they drown?
You to stop and turn back around to prevent your own death. You continue since this message is obviously for someone else. As you push deeper into the complex cave system with your underwater scooter, you'll soon come across the most dangerous section, one that has claimed many lives, a passage called the Pit. This tight and confined area requires divers to carefully squeeze and twist through without damaging their gear. It's not uncommon for divers to take multiple attempts to successfully pass through. Now would also be a good time to mention a deadly condition that's claimed the lives of dozens, if not hundreds of divers, nitrogen narcosis. It's caused by the increased absorption of nitrogen while under pressure and makes the divers feel intoxicated, similar to being drunk. So you're probably thinking, cave diving is actually beginning to not sound so bad. What's the issue? Well, when people are drunk, they tend to make bad decisions, like taking unnecessary risks, losing track of time, and becoming uncoordinated. Now, of course, that shouldn't be a problem for you, since you were never coordinated to begin with. But again, for the sake of the video, let's say you manage to squeeze and twist through this deadly section. You'll now move past maze-like narrow passages, carefully avoiding not to disturb the silt-covered floors, because doing so could easily become a death sentence, causing you to lose visibility and all hopes of finding your way back out. But if by some miracle you manage to descend over 300 feet to the deepest known section of the cave, known as the Room of Dreams, well, you can be proud of the fact that you are one of the very few people on Earth to have ever laid eyes on it. The cave continues beyond this point, but no one has explored further due to depth pressure, visibility issues, and technical challenges. Number 1, Ginnie Springs.
You know, sometimes I wonder, is it more so like people make it to a good point or a certain point, but it's the coming back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can make it there. Not I can't. I'm just saying someone possibly can make
Shorty,
it.
I can make it.
Oh, and yes, an alligator can drown.
Okay.
Like, if they can't come back up for air. Because they
they
have
need
to
air.
resurface at some point.
So I said they need to start stuffing their head. Well, we can't
it
stuff
says
their head down
yes,
there.
alligators can drown if they cannot surface to breathe.
So they can...
While they are skilled at underwater breathing, they still need to come up for air and can drown if something prevents them from doing so.
So we need their ass to teach us how to underwater breathe. Then
I wonder how long can they be underwater.
Make you want to go down the rabbit hole. Huh?
Not that much. I'm not you.
You didn't even finish your other.
Oh, I get distracted. But I wonder, like, with a lot of the people that did they die on the way down, or was it trying to, like, I mean, either way it go is, like, still unfortunate.
Probably down there for too long, and you don't have to be down there for a long period of time anyway to navigate.
Yeah.
And then your oxygen tank, because you can't go down there with a big one. It's gonna
I don't knock nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't knock anyone for like wanting to.
Because I'm like, bro, why risk your life?
Finish. I don't knock anyone for what they're interested in, but it's just kind of like I'm not risking my life to go. To what am I going to see? Like, for real, what enjoyment?
I guess you're going down to meet your maker.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen.
Depth pressure, visibility issues, and technical challenges. Number 1, Ginnie Springs. Ginnie Springs in Florida has everything you could ever want. Warm weather, crystal clear and warm waters, food, campgrounds, parties, and unlimited booze. But underneath the floating beer pong tables lies one of the most intricate and deadly cave systems on the planet, which has claimed the lives of at least 28 divers. I mean, the names of the dive sites should tell you everything you need to know. The Devil's Cave System, the Devil's Ear, the Devil's Eye, Little Devil. You get it. They even added this terrifying mascot at the top of their official map, just in case you were beginning to feel confident. As you can see from the map, getting lost in this underwater maze would be a death sentence, as it has been for many divers throughout the years. Now, what makes this cave different from the rest of the caves on the list is that there are many entrance points. Think of the other caves on the list like a linear video game, progressing through the level from start to finish, while Ginnie Springs cave system is more like an open world game, allowing you to start and go wherever you want at any given time. Now, I will admit, the cave is beautiful, which can't be said for most of the others on the list. But its beauty adds to its horror. Let me explain. The water in the cave is crystal clear, which lures divers into a false sense of security. And with that misguided confidence, divers tend to swim deeper into the system, diving far beyond their skill level, a very common and fatal mistake. But not only will you have to worry about getting lost in its labyrinth, you'll also have to memorize the map from the position you chose to start from, as well as memorizing the direction of the currents in the tunnels, since they can easily take you on a shortcut across the entire map, spawning you in a section where you are incredibly underpowered. But let's quickly cover the most common ways people have lost their lives in this cave. Many divers have gotten stuck in sections where they knew the way out, but didn't have the strength to swim against the current, causing them to eventually run out of air. A few divers have also gotten lost in the cave system, since they failed to set up a guideline, making it nearly impossible to retrace their steps, as well as many divers who simply became disoriented and got lost in the cave, only for their bodies to be discovered in the following days. There are countless divers who lost their lives due to mixing the wrong air mixture in their tanks, which led to oxygen toxicity, hypoxia, nitrogen narcosis, and carbon dioxide buildup. For anyone planning to visit the swim hole, my only word of advice would be to admire the cave from afar. That way, if you do black out, at least you'll still be alive to regret it.
Yeah, no thanks.
She said, yeah, don't sign me up for that one.
Yeah.
Don't sign me up for none. Shit, I ain't going nowhere with y'all. Anyways. Oh, man, how you feel about that shit? How you feel?
You know, I'll go to a cave, but I like nothing underwater. And also, I wouldn't like go like deep. I just, go peek my head in and then come on back out. Because I don't have an interest in climbing walls and going deep and having to take I'm good. I can't swim no way. You know what I'm saying? I would really want to be like, yeah, I'm ready to go on and, check out. To want to do something like that. But rest in peace. I'm being serious right now. Rest in peace to everybody that has lost their life, though. You can't take none serious.
I'm just listening to you. Just letting you get off.
Come on, boy.
Got it off.
Rest in peace to everybody. Come on.
She said she ain't climbing no walls. Them walls too tight for her.
Crawling all. You gotta be really thin. You something shaky?
I said you ain't get it.
Oh. You said them walk. You so again, you can't take anything serious. Come on.
Oh man. Y'all spam us up, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is you can't remember his goddamn thing.
Come on, do it again.
I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money low, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.